She's so adorable. And she's blind now? And you're not there.
Clouds.
What is going on? This is just an acid trip. Welcome back
Hi.
to Fireworks.
Yeah.
It's just been going for like the last couple minutes.
Beautiful. Thought you'd like to stare at them for a while.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Trigger my epilepsy.
Welcome back to Hisao is stupid.
That's Rin. She won't care.
I guess. It's a lie. She weighs next to nothing, but I have to get a jab back at her, even if it's under the belt. My mock protest fails to draw any reaction as Rin's attention is drawn upwards to the flash of the fireworks. Whoa, there's fireworks!
What is going on?
She seems hypnotized by the colorful play of the explosions. A slight tingling sensation goes up and down in my arm as blood starts to circulate again. It's unpleasant, but it helps me to get rid of this dizzy feeling.
Unfortunately, all the blood has gone south.
I was about to pass out. More and more rockets rise up to the sky, the bright colors of their explosions reflecting from the clouds. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you've said every possible way to say that there's fireworks in the sky by now.
Sky. We get it.
Both of us stare at the fireworks fixedly through the canopy of the trees, enthralled by the show.
More gunpowder explodes into colors.
We would get a vastly better view of the sky if we moved even a couple of yards, but neither of us bothers to even suggest it. I think you can see them pretty well.
Yeah, I don't see a tree. I really do like fireworks, even though looking at them makes me feel kind of sad. I think it's like they want you to look at them so bad so they're loud and bright, but when someone looks, they're already gone. It's like they were not even real.
Ellipsis. They are real. I see them right
now. Yeah. What are you, dumb?
I can tell you that. All of this is real. You do know this is reality, right? If you think about it, nothing really lasts for long. Even something like my life or yours is just a blink of an eye in the history of everything. Like one of those rockets. Poof, and we're gone. But we're here, aren't we? Yeah, this is reality. Rin sitting next to me, the loud bangs of the fireworks, the vast, unlimited sky. These things are definitely real, even though they won't stay here forever. I feel warm inside, and I wonder if it's because Rin is so close to me, or just the feeling of being alive.
I don't really know what I should say next.
It's alright, maybe I'm just talking to myself. But you know, fireworks are pretty, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. Isn't it somehow silly to spend so much money on a fraction of a second worth of pretty sparkles?
Really need a compilation of all the in the ends.
Rin rips her gaze off the still ongoing spectacle and leans backwards, looking at me with a repulsed face.
Pretty ugly, aren't you? Wow, I never expected you to be a cynic.
Cynic is a pretty harsh word. Rather than that, I think of myself as a realist.
That's what a cynic would say. Isn't a realist just a word for what a cynic calls himself?
Yeah. The final rocket goes out with a bang of silver and blue, leaving the grounds eerily silent for a moment until the crowd starts moving towards the main gate. That's when people applaud.
Yeah, I was going to say they don't clap for that.
Like a cattle herd. Wisps of gray smoke drift towards the dorms for the sports field. The pungent, sulfurous smell of gunpowder it carries along feels like it sticks to my hair and clothes. My hair's on fire.
I love that smell.
Yeah.
Of gunpowder. That's probably the most American thing about me is I love the smell of gunpowder.
Was that it? It only lasted for both of us sleeping.
Right.
It was like a 2-hour-long thing.
I think so.
I stand up and stretch my sore back. Sleeping against a brick wall isn't such a good idea after all. No, probably not. Rin stands up as well and turns to face me with an expectant gaze on her tired features.
Kiss her, kiss her, kiss her.
We're gonna bang in the first act. Although she seems to have troubled focusing her eyes, she is looking straight at me, something I feel has not occurred too often in the past week. So I suddenly realize we have been almost on a date here, as if by accident, even if we did nothing. But it wasn't, so why blood is rushing to my cheeks and my speech stammering?
Cheeks? Are you sure about that?
I don't know what I should say, especially since it seems Rin is waiting for me to say something. But luckily she solves my problem for me.
Good night, Hisao.
Aw, you failed it.
You ruined it. That was the signal, man.
Yeah. She gives me one more lingering look. That's the signal.
Yeah.
Measuring me from tip to toe. Turns around on her heel and skips off, disappearing into the crowd. Ellipsis. Okay. Good night. I'm left standing there, giving my response to the cooling night air. Sigh. The festival turned out to be nothing like I expected. I ended up spending all day in one spot with Rin, even though neither of us agreed on nor suggested that we do anything. I just didn't have anything better to do, and evidently neither did she. Rin's warmth lingers for a while longer in my body before disappearing into the falling night. Oh no.
Hey.
Act 2 time. Pick.
Well, that can't be Rin.
Maybe it's...
There she is.
Yeah.
She's so cute. God!
She's a demon.
Like a scene out of Heavy Metal.
She's Agretsuko or whatever. Have you seen that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I'd like to see an anime of this. Make it all.
Right. No one will ever make that.
Okay, so we're playing with weeds.
She's so adorable. And she's blind now? And you're not there.
Clouds.
What is going on? This is just an acid trip.
Maybe it is. Disconnect. Disconnect? Thought we were going to connect with her.
Right? You're going to reach for her hand and
Damn it.
it's not going to work out.
It's already 8:30, but this morning's class has not yet begun. We were supposed to have physics, but the teacher is nowhere to be seen. We are always having physics. Had I known this beforehand, I would have slept in too. Jesus Christ. Suddenly the classroom door slams open and Mutao has a gun. He grunts his morning greeting to us from the doorway.
Good morning, everyone.
Mutao looks like he has not slept at all. The stubble, his messier than normal hair, and stained dress shirt create a less than favorable impression. I guess he had fun last night at the festival too.
Excuse my being late. I ran into unexpected problems. I'm usually not one for festivals like this, but I hope you all had a good time. After all, these sorts of events are important for you all, since they give you a short reprieve from schoolwork.
The class replies with various degrees of enthusiasm, and Mutao proceeds to take roll and get started.
Right then. Today's subject is photon particle physics.
Ugh.
Easy.
Jeez. Before long, I have descended into a comfortable coma-like state along with the rest of the class, letting Mutao's rambling speeches pass through one ear and exit the other without leaving a trace.
Now, who could tell us the solution to this problem?
Square. He's written a rather easy equation on the blackboard. Desperately, he tries to get the class to participate.
Nobody? Come on, guys. Nakai, how about you? No way to call me out like this.
Unfairly signaled out and cornered, I give him an answer. It causes his shaggy features to twist into a genial smile that would scare little children senseless.
Precisely. Good work, Nakai.
Really? I'm both disturbed and honored by the fact that he can remember my name only 1 week after I transferred here.
I mean, he just did roll call.
Right. Plus, I think that would make him remember you more. You're the new kid.
Yeah.
From what I've seen, Mutao has serious trouble remembering the names of anybody else in the class, and most of them have been here since the first year.
Someone's got a crush on you.
Ooh, little science buddy. The room settles into a dreary mood, students and teacher alike trying to get back on track after the festival. I figure last week must have been frantic for everyone. Not a minute too soon, the lunch bells ring, usually at the same time every day. Make way, important business!
Yeah, who knows?
I turn my head just in time to see other people scatter out of the way as someone charges from the far end of the corridor towards the stairwell.
Could be Misha, could be Emmy.
Maybe it's that weird guy that Rin talked to.
Oh, yeah.
It's too late.
Art teacher.
Yeah. Too late to realize that I'm standing in the middle of the corridor, directly in way of the oncoming human projectile.
Guess an Emmy.
I try to skip back towards the doorway. Unfortunately, the person running towards me dodges in the same direction. In the following fraction of a second, several things came to mind in sequence, yet almost simultaneously. First, I recognized that the girl who is on a collision course with me is Emmy.
Count it.
Second, I realized that it feels somehow very natural to be tackled by Emmy once again. I like it. I could feel almost comfortable if not for the reflexive panic and terror. Third, Emmy seems to be carrying a foot-tall stack of papers. Oh no. While running in the hallway. She crashes into me, but at least the impact was a grazing one on my arm this time. Probably sends her papers flying everywhere though.
Owie! Why does this always happen to me?
Gee, I wonder. Could possibly have anything to do with you running through the corridor like you're on fire? I am on fire! She whimpers regretfully, looking like a hurt puppy. The sight makes me regret my snappish comment. The very instant it emerges from my lips.
Yeah, didn't we say hurt puppies were his Achilles heel?
Yeah.
But I was in a hurry.
He mentioned them like 4 times or something.
Yeah, well, it's always with Emmy. Emmy always looks like a hurt puppy.
I can tell.
Sorry.
Don't worry about it. Emmy wails weakly one last time and rubs her forehead as if to expel the ache with her gaze sweeps over the hallway floor. She's a wizard. As she notices her neat stack of papers spread all over the floor in one big mess, she lets out a horrified yelp.
Like an injured puppy. Ah! The printouts! Oh no, oh no! What am I gonna do? Teacher will give me hell if they get dirty.
They're probably fine. Let's gather them back up. It won't be a problem. We quickly round up the papers, and Emmy tries to sort the scattered pile in her hands back into the orderly stack it was.
Where are you going?
Nowhere in particular, I guess. Didn't want to be left alone with Mutao in the classroom. I think he has a hangover.
Have you eaten lunch?
Not yet, but I'm not feeling very hungry anyway. She looks at me incredulously, as if doubting my sanity for letting such a thing out of my mouth.
You should go to the roof. I promised Rin I would eat lunch with her. I bet she'd like company. Hint, hint.
Uh-oh. My lunches with Rin have been remarkably unsuccessful. I know where this conversation is going, and it's hard to not get drawn along, so I have little choice but to play ball. I don't even like Rin. I mean, like, whatever.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's casual.
So what are you up to?
Okay, I'll go pick up some bread or something first. Emmy smiles brightly before I say anything further.
No. I'll go and deliver these super quick and then go buy lunch for us. And Rin, too, of course. What kind of bread do you like?
I don't know. Bread?
Yeah, the edible kind.
It's fine. You really don't need to.
Don't worry. It's all right. Consider it an apology. I'll be back before you know it.
That's what I'm worried about. Don't get into another accident.
Oh, you're worried about me? Accident? Oh, God.
Emmy starts walking down the hall, but since she's still talking to me, she isn't watching where she's going.
I won't.
She immediately runs into someone else.
Yeah. And then starts dating him.
Famous last words. She's already jogging down the stairs as she shouts that not so reassuring promise back to me. Sighing quietly, I start plodding along in her wake, but instead of taking the stairs down, I climb upwards. The stairwell up to the roof is unlit and just as creepy as it was before. The door squeaks weakly in protest as I push it open. Don't! Rin is there too, like Emmy said, lying on her back at the other end of the pebble-covered rooftop for some reason. Predicting something unnecessarily strange again, I walk to her as slowly as possible. Hey.
Hello.
She sounds very drowsy as she says that, stretching the end of the word with a slurred voice. Despite that, her eyes are wide open. I'm here to kill you. I look down at her, my shadow overlapping her face.
A lot of shadow monsters in this one.
What are you doing? Rin raises an eyebrow.
I thought you had a heart problem, not an eye problem. Oh, damn!
She answers, challenging the rationale of my perfectly valid question without even tilting her head to look at me. Rin's smart-ass comments are infuriating. The worst thing is that I'm not sure if she's doing it on purpose or not. Alright then, let me rephrase. Why are you laying on your back like some on the rooftop? She gives a lazy shrug and sniffs dismissively.
I'm trying to experience. People probably don't do this enough.
I'm thinking more about clouds. What exactly are you trying to experience here? I can't really tell. there's probably a reason people don't do whatever. She's playing dodgeball with me again. You mean hardball?
No, she's dodging.
Oh, okay. Answering my attempt at small talk with riddles I don't want to puzzle out. But I don't want to ignore her either.
Yeah, but the reason is that everyone is too busy with their lives to pay attention to the really important things.
Okay, then.
Like Lane.
Yeah, I'm seeing what it's like to be a roof.
It's boring.